Between Heaven and Earth, a novella in 7 chapters by W.A. Patterson, written and concluded solely through the period of January 2009 to April 2009. Chapter 1. The Four Boys. 1. The children came out of the bushes. They were dressed in rags. Their faces were dirty. Their bodies were starved. One motioned to the others, "Let's go." They shuffled across the old cement sidewalks to the other side of the road. Although there were many people walking and pulling their carts on the road, they were not noticed. They took advantage of the bustle. They were on a small copse of city trees, which was located on the grounds of an old colonial building, hidden in the deep shade of much higher trees that had been planted a century before. The windows were shrouded in even deeper shades, with ivy climbing up across the glass panes and over the wooden eaves in old shingled wood. The youngest boy was named Evan. He was the runt not just because of his age, but because of his apparently stunted size. But he was strong, with sinewy muscles that were like long, thick wreaths. He was mentally the strongest also, able to conjure solutions on the go. The boys needed this. The oldest boy, Jude, was tall and gangly. He spoke in great speed, but was the most cautious of them. He was able to slow his heartbeat to 22 beats a minute in situations which required that the boys maintain silence and immobility. This was able to create a motionless and soundless state for all of them. His mind was as quick as his tongue, and even though he was awkward and gangly, his reflexes and instincts were assets to the group. Bartholomew, the boy whose age fell in the middle, was the one whose physical and mental injuries were the worst. His fingertips had been burned. The tips were raw and soft, but calloused enough for him to display dexterity in situations that required mechanical talent. His neck, his back, and parts of his upper legs displayed long, cleanly slit scars, the scars that one or more knives had done. He was the hardest. His jaws set firm, he was always on watch. Evan conferred with him often. The fourth boy, Piers, whose age he did not know himself, was calm, social, and seemed to be the most satisfied with life. That was his asset. The group very much depended on him. It was not his wisdom that they depended on. It was his cool, distinctive humanity. End of Section 1 of Part 1 of Chapter 1 of Between Heaven and Earth. This has been a Right to Speech podcast from Chronicles by W.A. Patterson, May 19, 2025.